Okay, so I'm gonna review The Jungle Book, the 2016 release. Um, I really loved the movie. Like, I was excited ever since, October, I think, the trailer came out, the teaser. And, I was immediately in love with it because I love The Jungle Book. I grew up with it. I even watched, Mowgli's story as a kid. And that's not really well known, but it's by Disney. And I grew up with the original cartoon movie that was uh, Walt Disney's last feature film that he had worked with before he passed away, and um, I was really into the Jason Scott Lee version. I got it for $30 at Edgar McKay because it was apparently not being sold at on DVD anymore. So, but the new one I loved. The effects were like the best I've ever seen of this year, anyways, and really the best. Period. I mean, every element in the movie, every tree, every leaf, um, the animals were amazing. Like every bit of fur they added was just flawless. And the boy Neil Seti, I think, he did really good considering he only worked with like tennis balls, basically. Um, yeah, and which I had to watch it with my nephews, which they're like 10 and 5, so they weren't really into it. They were jumping up and down the halls, so I didn't really get a chance to enjoy it as much as I'd like to, but I did love every bit that I could watch without having to look over my shoulder and make sure they weren't falling down the stairs or something. But, yeah. But I thought the story was really good. Um, it's basically the same, really, except uh, the whole peace rock thing, like that wasn't in the original cartoon, which I liked it, I guess, because it kind of sets boundaries between the animals where they respect each other enough to let themselves drink water, I guess. Um, and I don't know, it just added another element to the story that it was added nicely. And I did like actually how Ka wasn't in it very long. I mean, I love the character in the cartoon and in the new one, but it wasn't really necessary to be all throughout the whole movie. I mean, it served its purpose to tell Mowgli's story as a child, where he came from, and uh, I wasn't much for Scarlett Johansson's voice as Ka, but it was alright. I actually prefer her over the voice of Pooh Bear, who played the original Ka voice. I don't know his name, but anyway. Um, yeah. But I'm a lifelong fan of not I was about I almost said Jumanji, the Jungle Book. Um, I didn't have cable growing up, so movies were my thing. I had a library down the road that was pretty much my red box or video store, Blockbuster. I just went them all the time, mainly the Jungle Book over and over and over. And my mom got sick of it, but I made her watch it, and she loved it. Um, but if I had to say which one I liked best, still, I was never a fan of the original ending from the cartoon. I hated how he left his friends, like Blue and Bagheera, for some chick at the end that he didn't even know. I thought that was kind of shitty. Like, that really shows friendship. They just ditched someone over some stranger. But anyway, uh, I love the new one, how he stays in the jungle and he's just chilling with the animals. And um, I guess I really like the one with Jason Scott Lee. because I watched that one probably the most, and it's more realistic. Like the animals don't talk, but it has a really good story. It's more of a romance with this other character thrown in that's like a princess, I guess, that he falls for, and it's kind of like a Tarzan vibe from the cartoon, this Disney cartoon, where they train him to be civilized and teach him how to speak and all that. But then he finds out he's not. He's the one with the wolf pack, as he says, and I don't really tell whether he stays in the jungle or if he lives with Kitty, I think her name is, or um, but I like that one a lot. But I love them all. Um, but I'd probably have to say I like the new one the best. Not just because it just came out or I just saw it, because I've watched them all several times, so it's still fresh in my mind. Um, I like the new one. It's like they stay true to the original, but they also added upon it and made it more entertaining, I guess. And the ending's better. So that's pretty much it. I didn't really tell much about the story because I don't want to ruin it or anything, even if you've already seen it. Yeah. I'm not very good at the whole movie review thing yet. I'm still getting used to that. But I like doing it, so I'm going to keep doing it. So if you can power through my mumbling, then enjoy. And that includes my Jungle Book review. And I hope you like it. And I'll see you next time.